Federal government says it will learn power generation and transmission from Egypt, which it's described as a role model in the sector. The government also has reaffirmed its commitment to rural development through improved electricity access. The Minister of Power, Egypt-Adelabu, disclosed these during a recent meeting in Abuja with the Egyptian ambassador to Nigeria, Mohammed Fuad. A statement by Adelabu's spokesperson Bolaji Tunji said on Sunday that the meeting centered on strengthening bilateral cooperation in energy expansion with a focus of renewable energy and rural electrification. He expressed Nigeria's interest in learning from Egypt's experience in energy generation, transmission and distribution, adding that the success in Egypt led to the engagements with Siemens with a view towards establishing Nigeria's power sector. Egypt has made remarkable strides in energy transformation, and we are eager to collaborate and learn from your expertise. Our goal is to ensure reliable, stable, and affordable energy access for all Nigerians, he added. He emphasized Nigeria's abundant renewable energy resources, including solar, wind, and hydroelectric potential, expressing the government's determination to harness these resources for sustainable energy access. Well, it's, I mean, we're just having another story here now. I mean, looking at a few years back, well, before the president was elected into office, he promised of a stable power supply, 24 hours power supply, come his administration. Even the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, also made such promises that 2020 will have a steady power supply. But up until now, we're still having this epileptic power supply in the nation. Let me get your take as regards to this new development as regards electricity, where Adelabu is saying that Nigeria will learn from Egypt. Looking at the fact that Egypt, have a steady power supply. Let me get your reactions to this.
I would have said straight that huge shame to Adelabu. We have a crop of deceivers in the name of leaders. I call them majority criminal-minded, self-imposed political opportunists in the name of leaders. These are the kind of human beings we have in Nigeria under the guise of leaders. These are not leaders. I call them political charlatans. We're all here. Peter Obi, during the campaign, brought all the facts about the development in Egypt. Peter Obi visited Siemens in Egypt, and Siemens carpeted Nigeria, that Nigeria is deceiving itself, that its leaders are not serious about implementation of electricity or doing anything serious about it. Is it not Tinubu that asked Peter Obi whether it is statistics we shall chop? I mean, we joke too much here. We joke too much here. And when it comes to issues like this, I don't spare our leaders. We are joking too much here. What is he talking about? Learning from Egypt in what sense? Siemens official says Nigerians only come for tea party, that they are not serious. And that is on record. What are you talking about? A country that will allow foreign terrorists to come into his land and bring down power towers. You take that country serious? I said it to your colleague last time, that any nation that its National Assembly can have at its main project fixing of solar power that is taking us psychologically hostage in the evening to give us the impression as if there is light. After some time, we will have that psychological stabilization as if there is light. Why in the real sense we don't have light? Because you cannot use the solar power facility to even charge your phone. That any nation that has such project as its main capital project is doomed. And that's what we have in Nigeria. Go to any fabrication center. That is the main job people are doing now. It's NDDC, National Assembly. That is the job they are on now. And they are talking about electricity. From morning till now, do you know the volume of energy, renewable energy that have been wasted in this country? Do you need rocket science to do that? Okay, let me take you back to another way. To tell you how deceitful this country is, our leaders are. Bola Tinubu is the petroleum minister. Nigeria has globally recognized comparative economic advantage in the production of crude oil. Yet Nigeria is importing refined product into this country. I have said it. What Bola Tinubu is pursuing is the economic principle called economics. That's what the central bank governor is supporting. And is that brand of policy that what's the name of the Attorney General? What's that his name? Very unfortunate, the present Attorney General, who was making unguided comment recently that the governor of Rivers State is responsible for the bombing of pipeline. Unverifiable talk, beer parlor talk, just to guarantee the removal of the governor. And I will see the end of this game.
All right.
So to me, our leaders are not serious in any sense of it. We are not serious.
Okay.
Okay, what is the capacity of the energy that we are generating? What is the capacity? So that tells you that we are joking. Once they don't have anything to show, they will organize one meeting. What's he doing with the Egyptian ambassador? Ambassador, the Egypt and Nigeria are not on the same platform. Now, Bola Tinubu have insisted that Nigeria will not refine our crude oil locally. The enterprising youth of the Niger Delta or oil producing areas that have been forced into parallel refining. Any nation, there is no nation of the world that does not partner with the locals in an area where it has comparative economic advantage, except Nigeria. Nigeria is the only member of OPEC that does not have a functional refinery. Subsidy is gone. Our refinery is working. Why are we joking with ourselves? The present economic holocaust that we are in now, the foundation is energy. If our crude oil is refined locally, let's start from there. Refined locally, this economic holocaust will end in 1 month. Okay, now you are using army to kill this youth, this enterprising youth, instead of partnering with them. Are they joking with the international community? They are watching at them and look at these people, that these people are not serious. Look at what happened in Rivers State, the federal government. All they are after is oil. They are sending 10,000 troops to come to Rivers State. To come and do what? Is there insecurity here? And then you see charlatans in the name of politicians who are promising elusive power. They are coming here to justify that it's a good development that they impose. In the next 6 months, their development is coming to a halt in Rivers State.
Well,
do you understand it?
Well, we are not so certain
so
of that.
If you look at...
We're not so certain of that. We shouldn't,
see, no CFO can be signed. I'm talking to you as a lawyer.
Okay.
Do you understand? The CFO can only be signed by the governor. No CFO. And what companies do is that they get CFO, they use it as collateral to get money. Do you understand it?
Right.
So most companies are going to move to Lagos. And these are the things that the locals don't understand. Let me not divert from this thing. Go around. In your area, do you have light? Do you have light? Then, the terrorists that they are around to come in. I say, a nation that allows foreign terrorists to be killing its citizens, and then the government is providing succor for the foreign terrorists, that nation is doomed. And that's where we are.
All right, Mike Itanen, so let's look at possible ways we can see if there are solutions to all of this, because from everything you're saying, you're quite not in agreement with Nigeria learning, power generation from Egypt. I mean, considering the fact that we are the giant of Africa and all of that. Okay, so what steps do you think that the federal government needs to take, aside from, trying to learn power generation from Egypt? What should be the tangent steps to be taken in order for us to have stable power supply? Because right now, as we speak, we've seen the wave of people having solar installed in their houses and all of that. What do you think the government needs to do in this regard so that we start having power supply just like they promised?
Let me say this to you. I'm very angry with the world. We want to learn from Egypt. Do you know the company that is enabling the magic that is happening in Egypt to happen is Semen. And Semen has exposed the hypocrisy of Nigerian leaders. Even to Peter Obi, they told him. And Peter Obi made it clear that the first thing he's going to do is to tackle this, electrical giants that are making it impossible for things to happen here. And then we're going to make provision of light possible. Without light, there can't be industrial drive. Do you understand it? There are a lot of things that cannot happen without stability of light. Even this internet, something we are talking about, if there is stability of light, the price will go down.
All right.
How long is your data lasting these days?
All right. That's
you know how much I looked at this week?
That's a discussion for another day.
Do you understand?
We're looking at electricity.
So
the
base
we've
of
not
all this
come
thing,
to data tariff. We are looking at electricity.
all we are talking about, all this thing is just like the issue we are talking about in Abia State.
Okay.
We are looking at the foundation.
All right.
We are sitting on this table to discuss.
All right.
Without this table, there's no basis here.
Okay.
There's nowhere to put our hand. There's nowhere to put your tablet. So the foundation of what we are talking about, any nation that is serious about industrialization, the first thing it has to handle is power.
All right.